What is the difference between TCP and UDP protocols? TCP is transmission control protocol, UDP is user datagram protocol, both are transport layer protocols. The first thing is TCP is a connection oriented protocol. That is like we call telephone network, the call has to be established. So connection oriented means that the communication devices should establish a proper connection before even transmitting the data. And also when it is done, should close the connection after transmitting the data. So the sender and receiver will pass, that is sender will send SYN, that is it wants to synchronize. The receiver will send back, okay, synchronization is okay, I am sending you ACK, the acknowledgement, and then sender will say, oh, I got your this sync and ACK acknowledgement, and the connection is established. UDP is a datagram oriented protocol, so it is not connection oriented, it is connectionless. Why? See, this UDP is, there is no overhead for opening a connection, maintaining a connection, or terminating a connection. There is no SYN, ACK or ACK. It gets the data from the application layer and it just sends it. UDP is efficient for broadcast and multicast type of network transmission. It is very efficient. It is just that gets the data, it sends to the port it wants, and it doesn't care about the data whether it is received or not. The second thing is TCP is reliable. How it is reliable? The reliability, because TCP is guaranteeing the delivery of data to the destination router. Reliability means the connection has to be established. So when there is a proper connection, then it can ensure that the data is going and received. The delivery of the data for destination, it is not guaranteed in UDP. In TCP, it provides extensive kind of error checking mechanism. Because there is a flow control, there is every time you get the acknowledgement of data. TCP is full duplex, so every time the receiver or sender sends anything, they will get the acknowledgement, and that ensures the reliability, that ensures the error control. So checking mechanism, you also have a checksum. So checksum is mandatory in TCP. It is not mandatory in it is just optional in UDP header. So UDP has only the basic control mechanism using checksums, but it is optional. So that is what I'm saying. TCP has the header of 20 to 60 bytes and UDP has header of fixed 8 byte. So the TCP has overhead, and these overheads are because they want to control the flow control, they want the acknowledgement, they want the sequence number, they send the different header materials, so that the various, because that is why 20 to 60 byte, they ensure the reliability. Sequencing, as I said, the header of TCP contains sequence number. So sequencing of data is the feature of transmission control protocol. This means that the packet will arrive always in order. If you send 1 2 3 packet, it will always be in 1 2 3 order. Okay, so this mechanism of reliability and proper connection of establishment connection, this means packet will arrive in order. In UDP, there is no sequencing. There is not even a sequence number in the header. So if the order is required, it has to be managed by the application layer. UDP will not know, or it will not consider the sequence number. TCP is comparatively slower than UDP. UDP is faster, simpler, more efficient. Because TCP has, first of all, the overheads are more, the header. And then there is a 3-way handshaking for connection establishment, and there is a 4-way and 3-way the handshaking for termination also. So for every transmission, there has to be 2 more things which are to be there. That is, the TCP is slower. Even if some packet is lost, it will again want to retransmit it in TCP. That is why it is comparatively slower. But UDP doesn't care. It just sends it, and there is no retransmission. So, and the header is also small. Retransmission of lost packet is possible in TCP but not in UDP. As I said, there is a proper sliding window protocol. There are AIMD protocols. The the sliding window protocol, it ensures that the packet will not be lost. Every time it has to get an X so that the window is slided to the right side to the next sequence number. In See, there is a timer also. If some timeouts happen, then also the packet will be sent. But in UDP, there is no transmission of lost packets in the user datagram protocol. As I said, just mentioned, TCP has minimum of 20 byte header. It cannot be less than that, and maximum of 60 byte. But UDP has a fixed length header, that is 8 byte. All of these discussion you are now knowing because of the header size, because of the sequence number, and all the flow control, error control, etc. TCP is heavyweight, connection establishment, connection termination. UDP is lightweight. For example, you want to do the file transfer, mail. You need to use TCP. For say video streaming, for gaming, you want the speed, not the one or two data is lost or the packet is lost. You don't worry about that. UDP is lightweight. And now you see, TCP doesn't support broadcasting. It doesn't support broadcasting. That broadcasting is from one sending to multiple say clients or servers. UDP supports broadcasting. Now the most important, which is normally asked, is what are the services which use TCP. Wherever you want reliability, you cannot afford to lose one or two packets. HTTP, if the web page you open and there is a loss of some data, will you be able to appreciate it? No. HTTPS, file transfer protocol. When you are sending file, if 1 byte is missing, the file will not open. For file transfer protocol, the simple mail transfer protocol, you want to send the mail properly, telnet, remote accessing, etc. So this is the TCP, the HTTP, HTTPs, that is S. All these use. UDP for DNS, DHCP. You just send and get. That is, you want the domain names, want to send the web name, and you want the IP. DHCP, you want to get the MAC address through IP. TFTP, SNMP, RIP, VoIP. They are UDP. They use UDP because this is one speed and one is just one request and one fulfillment.